Hello, my name is Bob Jovanovic, and I am a principal of two companies, Genesis International Holdings and International Infrastructure Consortium. In the next few minutes, you will learn about an incredible story about a U.S. entrepreneur and his companies who have partnered with numerous U.S. billion-dollar companies in international business ventures. With the assistance from the U.S. government, we jointly invested in penetrating a country of Algeria market. Even more exciting, however, is that you will learn how you can benefit from and by achieving incredible returns of 100 to 400% on your investment in as little as 12 to 24 months. Our story, in fact, begins in 1987 when I invented a product line called stained glass vertical blinds. Subsequently, we, our companies, have licensed this technology to 160 licensees around the globe. Later, we have invested and purchased a technology for manufacturing the culture stone product line, which is used in all of the buildings that are being built around the world. This technology has brought us millions of dollars worth of profit over the lifetime of it. Even these days, we are actually proceeding with this particular venture. In years to come, we have expanded around the world, and I also personally spent several years in developing a technology for build, operate, transfer, and public-private partnership, which is generally used in developing infrastructure projects such as toll highways, electric plants, water desalination plants, etc. From this point forward, our story becomes very, very interesting. In 2002, in fact, we began working with the U.S. government on a billion-dollar project in Algeria, a 1,200-kilometer toll highway, which started back in 2002 and was supposed to last for about 6 years. As a result, our company became a face of the major U.S. companies that in fact were interested in developing this project, but in fact could not because of the political dangers subsequent to September 11th situation that transpired in our country. Ultimately, we executed an agreement, my company, on behalf of the U.S. companies and of course ourselves, to develop this particular project in the face of the Algeria government becoming a partner as well. In return, Algeria government have agreed that our company becomes a shareholder and a central project manager for this particular project. Our main task was to transfer my personal know-how for build, operate, transfer in this particular project, and our company Genesis was to go ahead and develop an international infrastructure consortium, which in fact would have built the project together with our U.S. billion-dollar company partners. However, in July 2004, after 2+ years of investment and working on development of our project, post-September 11 political situation improved, and the U.S. Exim Bank, in fact, announced that it will guarantee $50 billion of U.S. companies' investment in Algeria. $6 billion of these $50 billion were destined to be for our toll highway project. This is where our troubles began. Upon learning of Exim Bank's support in Algeria, one of our billion-dollar partners, a major U.S. defense company, decided that it was time to illegally wrestle away the control of our toll highway project from us. As part of the same legal plan, they also hired a son of the Algerian ambassador to the United States. This act was in fact assured, was done to assure that their position and the support by the Algerian ambassador will be achieved. Ultimately, September 2004, they wrote a letter, or several letters actually, and an email to Algeria government, falsely accusing myself and my company of having financially responsibilities and falsely stating that we do not have business relations with our billion-dollar partners because we have been expelled from the partnership. Immediately after learning of this, Algeria government ceased all business with us and our companies, including myself. And as a result, we lost all of our investments, as well as 30 years of future income from Algeria Toll Highway project. Faced with such an incredible loss, I suffered a post-traumatic stress disorder, became suicidal, and was in fact faced with a situation that it was a no-win. Faced with such incredible loss and not having enough money to pay for our lawyers to file a lawsuit to protect mine and my company's interest, I had to commit into a long learning process of how to go ahead and prosecute this case. In fact, I filed a lawsuit in Federal District Court of New Jersey on behalf of myself and my companies. And this particular lawsuit had, and it is today, proceeding, which is the reason why we are, in fact, presenting this opportunity to you. Initially, upon filing of the lawsuits, we lost the first legal argument on a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim. And court also decided that I cannot file a lawsuit on behalf of our companies. The lawyers had to do this, as is the law in this country. Unfortunately, as we spent most of our company funds, which equaled approximately $3.5 million while developing this highway project, we were also forced to end all company operation in December 2005 and concentrate to go ahead and prosecute this case. As a result, I personally filed an appeal with the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, and although I was a pro se, the court has seen the truth and promptly overturned the district court decision in June of 2007. After winning the appeal, we were successful in hiring a lawyer, who then filed a second suit in the Maryland Circuit Court on behalf of the corporations. Our lawyer also obtained expert reports which calculated financial damages for myself and my companies to be in excess of $600 billion. We are also asking the court to impose additional major punitive damages because of the misconduct of the defense company that in fact has done this to us. Although we presented thousands of pages of irrefutable evidence, for the second time, the district court, apparently because of influenced and biased against myself personally, the same judge was initially overturned myself in the first instance. They have declined to go ahead and grant us a motion for summary judgment. As a result, the Maryland court also accepted the New Jersey decision and essentially brought us again to the appellate level of both of these courts. We again promptly filed the appeals of both New Jersey and Maryland decisions, which are presently pending in both of these jurisdictions. These cases are going to be decided in the next several months. As we are confident we will win again in both New Jersey and Maryland decisions, which are presently pending in both courts, we are in the process of hiring a very, very major U.S. and international law firm, which will litigate the case at the time that the case reaches trial. This is, in fact, now where substantial financial opportunity is offered to all of you who can see and would like to benefit from our history, our unfortunate situation that would surely be resolved by the courts. This law firm that we are going to hire will litigate our cases during trial, and they have had such a great history of litigation successes that we are very confident, and we chose to go ahead and hire them. In essence, what we are achieving here with this video is to invite all of you in litigating our case by lending us the money which we need for litigating costs of the trial phase of this case. By the way, we have so far spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this case and are surely to go ahead and leave a substantial amount of funds to continue. By now, because this has been somewhat of a lengthy presentation, I am sure that you want to know how you are going to be benefiting as part of our situation. First, we're inviting you to lend us the money necessary to try the case, and we will pay you 100% to 400% on the amount of money that you lend to us within the 12 to 24 months. Also, in the case we win, settle, or lose our case, we will still donate to you shares of our company equal to 50% amount of the loan to us. As an example, if you loan us $1,000, we will donate $1,500 of our shares of our company to the lenders to our cause. In the alternative, those of you who want to help our cause with the smallest donations, you may forward a small donation starting from $10 to $500. Once we settle win or lose our case, we will still donate shares of our company upon the case being settled. Also, if we win and settle the case in the $10 to $25 million range, we will raffle $500,000 of our winning to all of our lenders, in addition to the 100 to 400% that you will be achieving as part of your investment. The raffle grand prize at the settlement or award rate will be additional $250,000. If we, however, win or settle our case for $25 to $40 million, we will raffle $1 million to all of the people that have, in fact, lended us the funds, but the grand prize will increase to $1 million US. This is our gratitude to the people that are going to be participating with us on this. We will also accept your loan funds via PayPal, wire payment into our company, certified check, or money orders. However, before you send us any money, we need to execute a simple loan agreement. So this is up to par with the U.S. law. Thus, it is only after we both execute the loan agreement that you may forward us your lend funds. You may express your interest to participate by emailing us at iic.consortium@verizon.net. That is again, IIC as in clock, period. Consortium spelled CONSORTIUN at Verizon, VERIZON.net. You can also telephone us at 1-908-803-0293. That's 1-908-803-0293. Once we receive your email, we will forward you the simple loan agreement and instructions on how to proceed. You can also view our profile on Facebook by searching for Peter Romanoff and sending our company the request to become our friend. We will then accept you as a friend so that you can view our work. Also, you may view all of our contact information at the end of this video after the video finishes. And I would like to thank you for viewing this video and considering our proposal. In closing, I want to leave you with two statements. No risk, no reward. And you got to be in it to win it. Godspeed to all of you. Thank you.